We all crave respect from peers, partners, society, but many chase it in the wrong places, in applause, in titles, in wealth. The truth? Respect is not handed out like a trophy. It is commanded through the quiet discipline of self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor of Rome, understood something most men today have forgotten, that the foundation of respect begins with what you demand of yourself, not what others think of you. Respect is a byproduct of a certain way of living, a mindset forged in truth, clarity, and inner strength. In this video, we uncover the 7 hard truths that Stoicism teaches us about why people don't respect you, and more importantly, how to change that. This is not easy, but it is simple, and it starts with looking in the mirror. Respect is not earned through talent or charm. It is earned through consistency, through restraint, through the ability to command yourself when no one is watching. According to Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What separates respected men from ordinary ones isn't skill, it's discipline. The ability to delay pleasure, to rise early, to stick to a plan, to say no when the world begs you to say yes. When you fail to keep promises to yourself, you train others to ignore your words. When your habits are weak, your presence is weak. When your will is undisciplined, so is your life. People watch you closer than you think. They notice if your words match your actions, if you show up late, if you always make excuses, if you quit when things get hard. That's what people judge, not what you say, but how you live. Discipline is rare in today's world. That's why it's respected. You must build routines that fortify your will. Wake up with purpose. Train your body. Read with focus. Act with intention. Each disciplined act is a vote for the man you want to become. The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship not because they hated comfort, but because they feared becoming soft. They knew that strength is built by doing what is necessary, not what is easy. No one respects a man who can't control himself, but everyone feels the quiet force of a man who can. Start small. Win the morning. Keep your word. Discipline is how you walk differently, and that walk is how respect follows. You can't command respect if you constantly betray your potential. One of the hardest Stoic truths is this: you are not entitled to respect just for existing. You must become worthy of it. And that means you must stop tolerating weakness, especially in yourself. Marcus Aurelius did not excuse his flaws. He examined them. He wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Most men do the opposite. They make excuses for their laziness, their addictions, their mediocrity, and they wonder why no one takes them seriously. You are not a victim. You are not powerless. Every day you wake up, you are given a battlefield, and you either step onto it or hide. Weakness isn't just physical, it's mental. It's the unwillingness to push, to endure, to grow. It's indulging comfort. It's knowing what needs to be done and avoiding it. The world doesn't respect those who stay comfortable. It respects those who fight. Cut out the excuses. Eliminate the distractions. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. You've had enough tomorrows. Respect begins when you raise your own standards. And there is no respect in being agreeable to gain acceptance. Stoicism teaches us to live by principles, not applause. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." A man who lives to please others may be liked, but he will never be respected. Why? Because respect is born from conviction, from standing firm when it's unpopular, from speaking truth when it's uncomfortable, from walking your own path even when it means walking alone. Approval chasing weakens you. It makes you reactive. You abandon your values to avoid conflict. You shapeshift to fit in. You live for validation instead of vision. But the Stoic seeks approval from only one source, his reason. Ask yourself, are your actions driven by internal values or external validation? Are you posting to impress or to express? Are you saying what you believe or what others want to hear? People don't respect followers. They respect those who follow something deeper: purpose, principle, clarity. The man who knows his why cannot be shaken by public opinion. His silence has weight. His speech carries truth. His walk has direction. Respect comes when you no longer need it, when you act out of integrity, not ego, when you pursue purpose, not popularity. Stop asking, will they like me? Start asking, is this right? The Stoic way is the way of inner approval. The man who seeks to be respected must first become someone he respects in the mirror. Every time you let yourself off the hook, you trade strength for comfort. Every time you make an excuse, you weaken the foundation of your own respect. Marcus Aurelius didn't tolerate weakness in himself, not because he was cruel, but because he knew the cost. Weakness tolerated becomes weakness multiplied. He believed in confronting his flaws honestly, writing, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The man who is not respected often knows deep down that he is not living up to his own potential. He scrolls endlessly instead of learning. He avoids hard conversations. He blames others instead of taking responsibility. He tolerates mediocrity in his health, his discipline, his relationships. You cannot command respect while living a life you yourself don't respect. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being brutally honest. Are you holding yourself to a standard that commands respect, or are you coasting? Start with the small things. Clean your space. Fix your posture. Keep your word. Make the hard choices. Each of these is a message to your subconscious. I am becoming someone worth respecting. The Stoic doesn't coddle himself. He trains himself. Every hardship is an opportunity. Every failure is feedback. And every weakness faced is one step closer to strength. Raise your standard, not for the world, but for yourself. Because when you stop tolerating weakness, you start becoming someone even you admire, and that's where true respect begins. Words are cheap. Action is currency. Too many men fall in love with talking about what they'll do, but never follow through. They tell the world their plans, their goals, their philosophies, but live lives of quiet inconsistency. The Stoics warned against this. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. If you talk more than you act, you become noise. You become predictable, and you lose the respect of others because they know your words are inflated promises. The world does not need more speakers, it needs more doers. People respect the man whose actions speak for him, the man who doesn't announce his plans, but executes them. If you want to be respected, speak less. Do more. Let your discipline speak. Let your progress speak. Let your habits speak. Your silence will say more than your speeches ever could. Be the man who is underestimated until his results make noise. A scattered mind cannot command presence. In a world full of noise, the Stoic man is different. He is calm, focused, rooted. He thinks before he speaks. He moves deliberately. He isn't rushed by chaos or opinion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." But if your soul is chaotic, how can others rely on you? How can they respect you? Stillness is strength. It is the ability to remain grounded when others are frantic. It is how leaders emerge. Meditation, solitude, journaling, these aren't luxuries. They're necessities for the Stoic. They allow you to process, to detach, to lead from clarity rather than reaction. A man with inner stillness isn't easily provoked. He doesn't seek attention. He listens more than he speaks. And when he does speak, people listen, want to be respected. Calm your inner world, and you'll be the eye of the storm others trust. You don't need to shout for respect. You need to become someone who doesn't need to shout. Respect isn't found in titles or image. It's found in discipline, purpose, action, and unwavering integrity. The Stoics didn't chase reputation. They built character, and reputation followed. Look in the mirror. Are you the man you admire? If not, begin. Silence the noise. Reject comfort. Live your values. Choose purpose over popularity. Let your walk be louder than your words. As Marcus Aurelius showed the world, a man who rules himself will eventually rule the respect of others. The path is clear. The work is hard. The rewards are eternal. Start walking. A man without a mission is like a ship without a sail. He drifts, and no one respects a drifter. Stoicism is about living intentionally. Marcus Aurelius didn't rule aimlessly. He journaled constantly to stay clear on his purpose, to serve Rome, to act justly, to align with reason. If you wake up with no direction, no fire, no purpose, how can others take you seriously? You become forgettable, passive, average. People respect those who are moving towards something. Men with vision, men with goals that stretch them, men who build things. You don't need to conquer an empire, but you do need a mission. Something worthy of your energy, your time, your life. Find your cause. Build your path. Wake up every day like a man on assignment, because when a man walks with purpose, the world steps aside. Integrity is the backbone of respect, and once it breaks, so does your credibility. The Stoics held their values above their comfort, above money, above praise. If you say one thing and do another, you teach people not to trust you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Simple, but rare. You cannot be respected if you betray your own code, whether it's cheating, lying, or bending your standards to please. Each time you compromise, you lose power. A man of integrity doesn't need to convince others. His life proves itself. Do your words match your actions? Do your actions reflect your beliefs? Do you sleep in peace knowing you've lived your truth? The Stoic doesn't aim to impress. He aims to align. And from that alignment, he commands respect. Live your truth. No shortcuts. No masks. Just the raw, clear edge of a man who stands for something.